did this! If you, this just... Stop! Fight it!
I'm drooling like a dog over here.
Welcome to Dr. Dave's Web Chat, offering you free counseling in the comfort of your own home. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Dave, and welcome to Dr. Dave's Web Chat, offering you free counseling in the comfort of your own home. Today, we have with us Melvin. Melvin is a YouTube vlogger who has his own show called Melvin's Anger Issues. Melvin likes to express his anger on the internet. He'll make a video talking about certain situations that go on in his life. And he'll rant and he'll rave and he'll rage about it.
Said that they didn't. They said, no, they didn't have any in stock. So I went home and I sat on the toilet and I pinched a loaf. And then when I went to clean myself off, the toilet paper was gone. And sure, I can understand from an outside point of view, why they would find it funny, but they're not the ones hopping down the street with their pants around their ankles trying to catch the bastard that took the last roll. I was riding my bike, and I ran over a nail. Got stuck in the tire!
Many are very concerned. Some feel sorry for him because he is just so lost in his anger and he cannot control it. Others are concerned that he may harm somebody else or himself. Well, today we have him with us. Hello, Melvin.
Hi, Dr. David.
So, Melvin, what was the beginning of your anger issues?
Well, my anger issues started when I was 10, maybe. I was riding my bike and I rode into a stick and it made the bike go ba-boom, kind of thing. And then so the shock of it made me really mad. So I got off my bike and I smashed it on the ground, and then I stomped on it, and then when I stomped on the wheel, I broke all the spokes on it, and I made the bike pay for what it did to me. And then when I took it home, because I couldn't ride it anymore, because I broke it. My mom was like, hey, you can't be doing that. We can't afford a new bike for you every time you get mad. And so I tried not to get mad ever again, but then another situation happened where I was playing a video game, and it was one of them, side-by-side fighter games, like Mortal Kombat, and the guy beat me, and I'm not even gonna say beat me. He cheated, because I was beating him, and I'm good at that stuff. I'm the best at Mortal Kombat, and he cheated and made me lose. And it was his fault, so I threw my controller at the TV, and I penetrated the TV with my controller, so then my mom grounded me for a couple of weeks after that, so I was stuck in my room for a long period of time, and so then I was real mad about that, and I punched a hole in the door, and then that's when my dad had to come home from work early, and he came running up the stairs, wondering what was wrong, and so I told him, the video game cheated, and that mom sent me up here to my room. So then he tried to give me the talk on being a grown man and how to keep my temper under control. And so that was the end of that situation.
Well, definitely having control over your temper is a part of being an adult. And you got to have control over a lot of things in order to be responsible. I mean, you gotta be motivated. You gotta get yourself a job. You have to have a purpose. You have to find purpose in life. And regarding your anger, have you ever sought help for your anger?
Well, I have tried talking to a doctor before, and uh, he suggested that I would, just accept that things happen, and that that sometimes I'm gonna lose. Sometimes life isn't just gonna go my way, and I gotta just deal with it. So, um, so I strangled him for telling me that, because, he's trying to tell me what to do as if he were my dad or my mom, and so the police got involved when that happened. And when the police came, they put me in handcuffs. I was 15 at the time, and they put me in handcuffs so that I couldn't hurt anybody else. And so when I was in those handcuffs, I was trying to break them, and so what ended up happening was I ended up in juvenile detention for about a week or two, and I when I got out, I was a little more chilled and relaxed, perhaps, but then a situation came about where my bike got stolen.
Melvin, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just trying to tell the story.
Do you need a moment?
No, I don't need a moment. So he took the bike from me, and I couldn't find him. Like, I don't even know what he looked like. I assume he was wearing like a ski mask or something. 'Cause I mean, why would you steal something if somebody could know who you are? And yeah, and you couldn't get away with it. So my bike was gone, and I threw a few things, and it couldn't happen again because my parents never bought me another bike. So that was kind of my situation with therapy. The doctors didn't want to talk to me because I couldn't control myself. So,
Well, see, anger can be a result of depression, as well as depression can be a result of anger. The thing is you don't fulfill your life with too much. From what I hear, there's not much that you do. What are some of your hobbies?
Yeah, I play a lot of video games. Like I that's pretty much what I do all day. I'll play video games, and you know uh, I'll enjoy them for a long time until something happens. And I get I get real frustrated, and like somebody cheats on the game and I end up losing or dying or something, and then I so then I I've broken a few of my game systems, and my that's when my parents told me that I got to get a job so I can afford it myself, because they can't afford to buy things I'm just going to end up breaking. So, that's just kind of like video games are like my outlet until something goes wrong, and then just
Well, from our conversation on the phone when we were briefing, your situation, you told me that you're 35 years old. Well, you're you're a grown man, and I would suggest that you move out of your mom's house. Not only that, but you also put down the video games. I mean, excessive gaming can be very detrimental to your mental, emotional, and even physical health. I mean, because you sit there and you don't get a whole lot of exercise, and when you're glued to the controller, you're not doing much but twiddling your thumbs. And as far as the mental, I mean, you're just mental and emotional. You're just focused in a world that's not of the world that you're living in. And what you need to do is you need to get out there a little more. And you need What did you just break?
that was my game controller.
Now, did you break your controller as a first step to recovering from your anger issues to let go of the game addiction, or did you just do that because you didn't like what I had to say?
No, I stomped on it because I was mad at what you told me, because it's not video games that's doing it. It's honestly, I think it's you that's doing it. You made me do it, so you owe me a new controller. You're gonna give me money for it, because I don't I don't have money for it, so you owe me.
Melvin, I did not make you do anything, and I don't owe you anything.
Yes, you do. You owe me.
Well, you know what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and shut this down because you are out of control and you do not want help. You came here to seek approval of your actions rather than to gain help on how to control your actions. So,
Well, good. Bye. No one likes you. I don't like you either.
all right.
You're a bad person, and you like to make people miserable. So
Well, I think you like to make yourself miserable.
bye.
So,
I don't. Yeah, bye. No one likes you. Your mom hates you. My mom hates you too, and I hate you. Bye.
well, ladies and gentlemen, that was very interesting to say the least. I hope the best for Melvin and his family and those who could possibly be in his line of fire when he becomes harmful to society. That's all the time I have for you. I'm Dr. David, and this is Dr. David's Web Chat. Good night.